What's up, everybody? Today we're checking out the Raymoto R1 Pro 20-watt laser engraver. We're going to unbox it, assemble it, run some tests with it, and see what this thing can do. So if you're thinking about getting into laser engraving, be sure to watch. Okay, so here we've got the R1 Pro in its factory box. I've already had it out, tested it, checked it out, got myself a little bit familiar with it so I can do this properly. But we'll show you what's in the box. Comes very well packed. We've got the manual, a stainless steel ruler. You've got the hardware or the wiring cables and tools. Take the safety foam out. We've got power brick. We have the yellow safety lens or orange safety lens that comes with the fan. We have the base plate assembly, and it has a, oops, making a mess here. Comes with a corner bracket that you can screw into multiple locations to help align your workpiece up. Comes with the lifting base and the laser assembly. Okay, so I've got the base assembled to the lifting stand. There's just 4 screws on the bottom of them. Spin them in real quick. Nothing to it. The laser assembly. On the back, it has a USB child safety lock. It comes with 2 of them. There's a spare. Without this in here, the laser will not turn on. But you have your power cord, USB connection to the computer, USB connection to the Type-C connector to the lifting base to power the lifting base, and then a Type-C connector to the fan on the safety shield to help vent everything out. And this is just held on, also got a lens cover. This is just held on to the base by a screw. And that fast, we are set up, ready to go. Okay, I've got the air purifier system set up. Just the tube comes out of the fan into a filter, pulls the air through the filter, and sends it out the other end. And we're going to do a quick test burn with the Raymoto app. So we've got the app open. We're going to connect by Bluetooth. It locates the Bluetooth. You can hear the beep. It connected. There we are connected. Now, if I had a bunch of files saved, it would show them there. If I wanted to go into my pictures and pull one out and burn it, it would be there. But we're just going to go into general, and we're just going to do a circle. We're going to shrink it down a little bit, stick it up over there, put it on a separate layer, and we're going to do it as a fill so we can see how it burns. Now down here we got our power. We're going to set the power down to about 49–50%, somewhere in that area, and the speed to about 10%. Hopefully we don't burn through the plywood. We're going to add my logo in there. And then let's just do a line image. With a heart. We want a nice deep engraving on it. So we'll set that down there, move that back to there, and there we go. So we've got the red circle, which is going to be a fill, got a line, and then we got an image. We're going to hit start. And then here, if you want to outline it or frame it, you can hit it and it will trigger it. Probably won't be able to see it through the amber safety shield, but it is trying to frame. We can turn that off. We're going to turn on the fan. Now I'll tell you, the fan is powerful enough that I had to take down my workpiece because it's trying to suck it up against the fans. We're going to hit start, and it gives you 5 seconds to think about it. Or you could bypass it like I just did. You can see we're burning the circle very well, and there's no smoke. It's pulling it right through. There's no smoke whatsoever. Now it's doing the logo. We're just about done with the logo. Then it's going to do the heart. And there we have it. That fast, it's done. The fan here will shut off after it cools off. All right, let's say we want to use this thing in handheld mode. We unplug it from the base unit. Make sure our shield is in place because that's going to be our focus. Okay? So we do not need the base unit anymore. If we go into the app, go in there and you'll see handheld mode. There's handheld mode. Click, toggle it on. Come on, turn back on. There we go. We are now in handheld mode, and now our system is green. I stored the file, the last file we were working. So we will hold this up against the system, whatever we're wanting to engrave. And we are focused, and now it's going to do our laser engraving. After this segment, there are some clips of this machine in action on various types of material. Be sure to check it out. And there we go. That is done. And there, my logo is now engraved into that piece. Now that will come in handy when I build some cabinets, things like that, if I want to put my logo inside the cabinet, if I forget to do it while I'm assembling everything, which I'm good at doing. Or back of a drawer, something like that, I could do it right there, nice, quick, and easy. So again, check this thing out. Okay, we ran a few tests. I didn't get into playing with any of the settings or anything like that. I just loaded in and hit run, and actually did fairly well. The metal dog tag came out very well. The two images I did turned out very well. And my logo was, I messed with the settings on that a little bit. It was just a little too underpowered for a line. It was going a little too quick, so I had to play with that a little bit. But from the get-go, works very well. With a little bit of practice and getting to know the machine better, you could turn out some really cool things with it. So, well worth it.